Good morning, Katie here on this pretty sunny actually day in January. And today's topic is weathering the storm, find peace. And weathering the storm is chosen intentionally. There's a lot of storms going on right now. There are some actual storms happening in the eastern part of the country. A lot of people were preparing for heavy snowstorms, ice storms that potentially could be very dangerous, life threatening. But we're also weathering a storm, a serious storm against our rights, human rights, happening right here in the United States of America. Government, appointed people are actually, they're not really appointed, but you get my point. ICE is basically murdering people on our open and broad daylight on our streets. This is a huge turmoil storm, for anyone to withstand. But what I want to get to, and then it was interesting too. I spoke to someone who's in Kansas City yesterday, and like they were all worried about the storm, and the shelves were bare. People were panicking, and so yeah, it's always good to be prepared. Be good prepared for any kind of storm, be it a weather one, a natural disaster, or as in this case now, you have to be prepared against someone breaking down your door and coming into your world and disrupting your life, right? Things are not as we expect them to be right now. And that alone is hard, is very hard. But when I want to jump to peace, find peace. So this morning I did a Reiki meditation with a group, and it was centered on the river of peace, and really finding that calm and that peace. We so need peace in our world. We so need peace in this country right now, but finding that inner peace, right? Again, if you'll remember the saying, we can't control everything in our lives, but we can control how we react to it. And a little story, not as dramatic as what I've just been talking about. This past week, I got selected to be an alternate on a criminal jury trial. And ironically, this is the first trial I've actually served on, and I've been through many processes, but never actually served on a trial. It was a little hard because I didn't get to actually deliberate and be part of the actual. I had to listen to everything, but I couldn't actually participate. So, but what I wanted to say is, of course, like a lot of people's reaction, I was like, oof, um, I don't have the time for this right now. I don't want to, you know what I mean? You just, there's like some pushback, about serving, how long it's going to take, et cetera, et cetera. But, I kind of let all that go. And I really focused in on how amazing the fact that we have a justice system. It's not operating 100% right now, but at least on the lower courts, it is. And that everybody has their day in court if you want it, and usually, and how important justice is, right? How important it is that we all serve, on the anytime you get called, and like just go willingly because it's so important. Um, and so anyway, I just thought, oh, I controlled my reaction to it, right? I could have been really upset about it, and I kind of wasn't, and it went very smoothly, right? It was actually a 3-day trial, which is pretty amazing for a criminal trial. It went very quickly, and justice was served, and my jury did decide that this man was guilty of a lewd sexual conduct against a minor. So it was a major thing, and anyway, I won't go into all the details, but the point is, I think that's how I would have gone as well, that he was guilty, and so I feel like justice was served, and the girl hopefully can go on and repair her life and heal from what was a very traumatic experience. So we all have these traumas in our lives, some of them bigger than others, but I don't want you to ever downplay a trauma, and a diagnosis of breast cancer is a huge trauma. So, sister, you've got one. And if you're here today, you're breathing, just have gratitude for that. Find peace in every day, and control how you react to things that are happening around you and in your world. It'll make all the difference. So, that's my big tip of the day. And I'm wishing you, the world, peace, light, love. I hope that there's going to be a turn in the events in the United States very soon, and that we can end this because really just can't go on like this. But in the meantime, stay strong, stay healthy, and I'll touch base with you next week. All right, bye bye.